Hello everyone! Christine McAlister here to talk to you about why support matters for you and your dreams, and why it mattered to me and my dreams and my ability to survive the loss of Maeve, my daughter. Now, if you are watching this live, then we are 3 days away from the end of Maeve's mission, which is a scholarship I am offering to my full 6-month program. So if you haven't yet applied for that, you can go to bit.ly/Maeve's-mission and you can do that. But what I wanted to do is share a little bit about why support matters so much to me and why I believe it matters to you and your dreams too. Because, you know, a few years ago, I was not at all a person who would have thought I needed or wanted support. Like, I was not going to allow myself that, right? And I just recorded an awesome podcast interview this morning that I'm so excited to share with you. And one of the things, it will be out in May. So definitely watch this space because I will be talking about it because I know it's going to be awesome. But one of the things the host and I talked about was how, like, we really fear and self-doubt and like wanting to be independent are so much more, what's the word? They're so much more universal than we really allow, because like, we're like, oh, I can't let someone else help me. Well, so many other people feel that way too, right? So I guess I'm calling that out a little bit today. Like, I'm calling that out a little bit today to say, you know what? Like, we're here. We are a part of this amazing community, the Life with Passion community that surrounds us. And if you're not already in Life with Passion Society, if you're watching this elsewhere, then please join us. Please join us in Life with Passion Society on Facebook, where there are over 1,000 women, and it still feels cozy, which I love so much. It's so supportive. So to that end, support is so important for us when we are building our big dreams, right? When we are feeling confused or overwhelmed about like what to do in our business, what's next, how to make money, what to do when we're having a bad day. And I don't know. I mean, I do know. I'll just say it. Like, I did not allow myself to be supported before Maeve died. And someone had to talk me into, this is something I shared on the podcast, I'll give you a little sneak peek here. Somebody had to talk me into allowing people to bring us meals after Maeve died. That's how, like, independent I was. That's how, like, unwilling to accept help I was, because I thought, I physically can cook for myself, so I should be able to. Like, I shouldn't burden someone else with that because I'm not taking care of a baby. But, you know, you might be watching this and going like, whatever, Christine, like, of course people want to do something to help. And that's the truth, that people wanted to do something to help. And when I realized, like, there was nothing they could do to really help, and they probably knew that too, because nothing was going to help. Nothing was going to bring her back, right? But they wanted to do something. They just wanted to do something. If there's anything I can do, please let me know, right? While also knowing in their hearts there was nothing they could really do. So bringing meals was one way that people showed up for us and supported us, and I had to be talked into it. So calling myself out on that. Like, now I'm like, oh, well, of course they wanted to help, like I just said. But I think a lot of us go through life like without that ability to accept help, much less to ask for it. And so maybe we're afraid of being needy, or we're like, I don't deserve it, or we don't know how to receive, or whatever. But I know that for me, what started with people bringing meals when Maeve died has resulted, like, I can directly tie that to having this business that I adore and that I'm so passionate about, and having clients I adore and I'm so passionate about, and having a life that I adore and I'm so passionate about today. And so I want to challenge you to think about that. I'm gonna grab my tea here. What could support do for your business? You know, what could saying yes to offers of support do for your business and your dreams and your life. This is why it matters. This is why it matters. Because if you just go around going, nope, I got to figure this out, or it will mean something about me, like I'm not smart enough, or I'm not capable enough, whatever, like I should be able to figure this out on my own, which I totally get because I did for most of my life, then you're actually holding yourself back. And you're holding yourself back from the life that you're meant to live. And you're holding yourself back from relationships that you're meant to have, because in the name of being supported. Oh, I should tell you here, I'm visiting my parents right now in Nashville, and this is my dad's office. So these are the things that you see around me and in the background, in his awesome, super comfy chair that I'm low riding in. But the number one way that Maeve's loss gave me new life was that I learned to say yes to offers of help. And then I kind of got, I don't know, a little bit, I got kind of obsessed with like allowing myself to be supported. And I'm still not great at it. I'm still not perfect at it because I'm undoing a lot of years of refusing, right? But I'm so much better at it than I was. And what that's meant is that it's allowed my business to grow, because now I have gotten to, build a team of like a mentor and coach to support me, and an awesome assistant to support me, and who loves the mission of the business and, and shares in that with me. And so we can reach more women. But I think it starts with like going, where do I need help right now? Where do I need help right now? And maybe that is, to reach out and schedule like a free call with somebody who's been speaking to you. Maybe it's if you connect with me and you're watching this, maybe it's to schedule a free call with me, right? Like maybe it's to apply for Maeve's mission if you're watching this live and there's still time, because I want you to think about what support could do for you. Because a lot of times I think we have this mentality of like discouragement or negativity or pessimism, because we are like projecting onto our lives in the future the way things have always been. So we're saying, oh, that can't happen for me because of this, or oh, that can't happen for me because of that, or like, I know I'm just too scared. It's the way it is. Like you hear that all the time. Well, I'm just too scared to do that. Like I just know it's not safe, right? And another thing I just shared on this podcast was that like to our brains, safe is same. So our brains are going to try to keep us safe because and the way that they do that is by keeping us the same. So if you're like watching this and you're thinking, well, I don't want my life in a year or 5 years or 10 years to look like it does now, then maybe the idea is that you learn something you don't yet know, right? Because we all know we could spend our whole lives learning, and you probably love to learn like me, and we could spend our whole lives learning and still have a ton to learn. But I believe that you could trust your intuition and say, what do I want to learn right now? That's the thing to look at. What's holding me back from my dreams right now? That's the thing to look at getting support around. Like it doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. And so this is an invitation for you to trust your gut and to start allowing yourself to be supported, whether that's to join or participate more in Life with Passion to Society. There are so many people ready to support and encourage you right now, myself included. That's why I'm here doing this video. There are so many different ways, right? Like you could ask a question in Life with Passion Society. You'll notice I keep plugging that shamelessly because it is totally free and it is totally awesome, right? And if you're not engaged, please get engaged. And if you're not yet a member, please join. Life with Passion Society, my private Facebook group for women. But it could be something as simple as that. It could be something as simple as sending an email to someone and saying, hey, I'm wondering what you think about this. You can email me anytime, Christine@lifewithpassion.com. At this stage of my business, I'm still able to respond to every email personally. So it's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. You could schedule a free call with me. Like, I know these things support the women I talk to. And so this is not so much about like plugging the stuff, but like There's a reason I offer those. It's because it's support and it's free support, right? And yes, I also work one-on-one with paying clients, and I will be working with a member, the applicant who wins Maeve's mission one-on-one for 6 months for free. There are a lot of different ways to get support, but I think that the thing is, like, you've got to be willing to ask. And I think the way that you become willing to ask is you go, what's the possibility that becomes open for me if I allow this, if I'm open to receiving? And so I hope that makes sense. I'd love to hear in the comments, like, what's one way that you've gotten support and it's been helpful to you? So what's one way you've gotten support in your life, whether it's allowing someone to bring you a meal or it's like something for your business? What's one way you've gotten support in your life that has been helpful for you? Or you could answer, what's one thing that you know you need support on right now that you're going to be open to looking for how to get that support? I'd love for you to share that in the comments with me below so I can cheer you on and learn from you too. So again, if you're watching this live, apply for Maeve's Mission, bit.ly/Maeve's-mission. If you are interested in winning a 6-month scholarship with me to work with me a one-on-one, it's so amazing to see the applications coming in and to see a lot of you getting over the fear, getting over the self-doubt, and putting yourself out there to share, what your business is and what you're passionate about. And if you're not watching this live or that isn't exciting to you, then definitely make a choice to allow yourself to be supported today, because you hear these things like, oh, we're made for community, blah, blah, blah. We need connection, da, 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 da. Like, those are the things that make us healthy and help us live long lives. But a lot of us are just like, oh yeah, but that's for other people, that's not for me, right? Because I'm independent and I can figure all this out and I'm too busy. Well, I want to challenge that a little bit today and ask you to answer one of these questions. Reflect on how it's been supportive to you to allow yourself to be supported in the past and share below, or share what's going on for you right now and where you could use some support and where you're going to be open to doing that. Thanks for watching. It's Christine McAlister, and I'll see you soon, baby. Bye.